Okay, we are live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. Let's go. Is my audible for everyone? Okay. Um, so far I think I'm pretty audible on YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty audible on YouTube. But how about you, TikTok? Nobody's in here yet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, make sure to do that. There we go. Anyway, we're gonna just wait. This is kind of just yeah, why aren't you vegan? Um we're gonna see. Go here, go here, go here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. Anyway, weird that no one is showing up. Oh, I didn't go live. I didn't go live on TikTok. Now we're live on TikTok. Holy cow. What's up, VSL in from YouTube? I'll give you some hearts back. Yeah, give you some hearts back. Um, I didn't go live right away on TikTok. I thought I went live, but I didn't. So, we're gonna have to wait for people to come in. Yeah. Um, can I can I promote this to get people in? Like, can I pay to do that? Ah. Promote. I can. $10. Okay. Tax region. Uh, there we go. Done. Confirm. Now I gotta have my credit card. Luckily, no one sees. It's not a credit card, it's a debit card, but still, luckily no one sees. Oh wait, I think I have enough money on my PayPal. Whatever, we'll just do it. Let's try the PayPal, actually. Processing. Let's see. Is this gonna work? Oh my god, I wasn't followed to you. I have now. Ah, thank you. Okay, well that's not working. I'm gonna promote this. 4. Okay. Okay. Let's see. It should go through. Now we're gonna press multi guest. Did it work? I don't know if it worked or not. Okay. It's not showing yet. It's taking a while. Anyway, if anyone wants to come up, please just request on up. I don't know how this promotion works. It just keeps on saying processing. But yeah, request on up. I'll invite you up. Yeah, we can have other vegans up. And I'll come on up. Can give you a... Okay, so sounds good. No worries. I don't know why this promotion is not going through. Weird. Okay. Do, do, do. This is odd. All right, whatever. I'm not gonna do it. Whatever. It's not working. But if anyone wants to come on up. Oh, we got Anna. What's up?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. I had to. I realized right as I was coming up that I was in the room with Ian, and he's in a call right now. So I hope my fan isn't too loud. I had to run to the bedroom.
It's fine. No worries. I ain't tripping.
Right on.
And if anyone else is
Well,
tripping, they can cry, you know.
they can cry about it. I love it. Yeah, I shared to a bunch of people. I'm sure people will be coming in here in a second. So
Sick. Thank you so much.
hell yeah.
Um, yeah, I didn't know how the promotion thing worked, and it wasn't like it was just saying loading the whole time. So I was like, all right, I'm done. Like, right,
Yeah, there's a lot of options that TikTok offers that I have no clue what they are and how they work.
dude, TikTok's confusing.
Yeah, for real. It really is. I'm like happy that I know the basic tools that I have, but every time a new tool is suggested to me, I get overwhelmed. I'm like, what the hell is this thing? A real explanation.
And you don't even use Live Studio. You just use OBS, right?
So I do use Studio, but I use OBS as a virtual camera. So it just picks it up
Oh,
like a regular camera. Yeah.
gotcha. Maybe I should do that. That would be good.
I like I like it because you can put pictures in there whenever you want. But I saw that TikTok also added you can add pictures like stickers. So you could do it either through TikTok or through OBS.
Yeah, so they have the like the so like I can post,
Yeah,
yeah. And
exactly.
the only thing that I wish I could do is change the opacity on it. That would be
Oh
nice.
yeah, that's weird.
If
It's
I
weird that they don't let you do that.
um cuz like let's see if I can.
I mean, there might
Center,
be there might be a button. There's so many buttons.
let's see. Reset, fix to fill, center, crop, rotate, flip, bring forward. What does that mean? Oh,
Oh, it's
just
the layers.
yeah,
Yeah, you can move it back behind you or in front of you.
just so I'm not scrolling to the sidebar. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, Yeah, no. Um,
No fade. Dang.
yeah. Yeah, if
I
that
don't know if
was,
I've ever tried to. Is it for your background?
yeah.
Got it.
And you can't, if I try to use it as a background, it's even worse. Because, like, here's what,
No.
yeah, here's what if, hold on. Not that. Because if I go to background, it won't,
Oh yeah, it zooms. Oh, can you shrink it?
I can't.
Are you sure? Because it did that to me too, but I was on desktop. I had to drag it and I
Aaron
found a
tipped
corner and then
$1.
I could shrink
Poopy
it.
bum bum.
Thanks for the
You can't do
donation,
that.
Aaron. Hold on. Thanks for the donation, Aaron. Um, okay, so you were saying had to go, so if,
I I dragged it. I clicked on it and moved it till I found a corner.
let's see.
No, I guess not. Okay. For my camera, it did that. it would zoomed in really hard, and I had to like move it around to find a corner and shrink it.
Let's see if I can do that. Resolution.
This is actually why I use OBS because I use my graphics card. NVIDIA has a cutout filter. OBS has one too, but it's not very good.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my phone running as a webcam through an app called I Run Webcams. That's picked up by my graphics card NVIDIA, which cuts me out,
Oh no.
and then I plug that into OBS, and then I can have my own background, and I can move my cutout around, and so
Made
And
that app the other day.
what?
Made that app the other day that did the same thing.
You made the app the other day that did the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was using OBS though.
It does. It runs the I run thing.
I don't want to explain that right now to them.
It does the cutout and.
Yeah, I know. Ian's working on something so that everyone can do that, what I just described, without using so many apps. So that's coming. Hopefully, that might help you in the future.
um
I'm going to be using it. It sounds like it's way easier than what I have going on. So,
nice. Um so like I can drag it, but like there's this little like it shows the portrait mode within the widescreen, and for some reason it just doesn't go, like I can't stretch it to where the widescreen just captures the whole thing. Like it just tries to go widescreen and zoom in on that widescreen crop, and it's super annoying.
that is annoying. I'm so sorry.
It's, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so I just kind of don't mess with it. um,
Yeah, that's
'Cause,
fair. That's fair.
um and I just throw up the text, and I should probably do a better one though, like a better font, because that was kind of hard to see.
I think it looks great. I would say, I don't know why TikTok does this. On desktop, your background is perfect, but for some reason on the phone, it's like cutting off the edge of your W and the H. It's still legible though, so I don't know if you care to move it. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, we can just go like that.
Yeah, TikTok's weird. I don't know why it struggles with the edges so much.
Um, and then I can. Uh,
Looks great.
cool. Then I can change font size. I didn't change nothing. That didn't help at all. Okay. Um. So yeah, if anyone wants to join up, talk to Anna or myself. Um, we're just asking why you're not vegan, man, and that's it. That's all we're doing. Just tell us why you're not vegan, because it's the easiest thing to do in life, really. Not be a piece of shit. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, veganism really is just the moral baseline. It's so basic.
It's, dude, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like being vegan has been like the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. Like, I,
100%.
which is funny because I thought it was gonna be super hard before I went vegan, and then I kind of realized like how like right when I went vegan, that was when it dawned on me that this is the easiest thing. The only thing that I would say makes it hard is non-vegans. But
No, seriously. For me, going vegan was a no-brainer, but social situations are what made it hard for a long time for me until I realized I shouldn't be changing or crossing my principles for others, you know. Sometimes that's a lesson you have to learn the hard way.
for sure.
Yeah, non-vegans make it much harder because they don't. I don't know. It's not even their fault, right? They're told constantly through propaganda that
Right.
they need animals in order to succeed, be healthy, be loved. And those are like our main things that we want. We want to be cared about, we want to be accepted, and if we don't want to do anything that really makes us stand out too much. So
Right. Especially
that
with
fear is
work.
strong.
Like if you're in like the
Exactly.
workforce and everything like that, everyone's like trying to have parties with you and stuff like that, and you're just like, I'm. They're not gonna like. From my experience, they were never really interested in catering to me and stuff like that. So that's kind of the only thing that I would say is kind of hard. But other than that, it's the easiest thing on earth. Like easiest, best decision I've made.
Yeah, for sure, by far. Like when I first went vegan, I didn't really go vegan. I did want to do it for the animals, but I didn't fully understand everything. So I was still. This is when that the social things came in, and I started crossing those principles. But when I did see what was happening, it was like, what am I doing? Like I didn't even ask how am I going to get my protein. I was just like, I don't want to support that. I'll do whatever I need to.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, it actually wasn't food that convinced me to go vegan. It was buying a pair of goat leather gloves, and then I realized like it's like if I can buy a $300 pair of goat leather gloves for my motorcycle, I can be vegan and buy a $300 pair of vegan gloves.
Totally. Wow. Yeah, for sure.
It's like when you put in perspective of the things that you buy in life, and people talk about like finances all the time, yet they just buy a brand new car, or like they just bought this really fancy piece of footwear or a whatever. And then you're just like, well, if you're talking about money, if you budget properly, like you can buy anything you want vegan. You just
Absolutely.
it's a pretty easy stuff.
Like when I went vegan 10 years ago, I was even then surprised at all the alternatives that already existed. And then, like, fast forward to now, holy moly, my mind would have popped seeing all these alternatives.
Right.
Like, there's just no excuse.
Dude, for real. Like I was Boca. That was it. That was the only plant-based meat that was around when I first went vegan. Was Boca.
I don't even remember the brand that was around, but it's still around. But it was not good and it still isn't.
um, Boca
But there's
just
still so many others.
Boca, they're like the OG plant-based burger. Um, like the vegan OG vegan burger. I think there was only one other company that came before them.
Was it Gardein is the other one?
I don't know. Maybe it might.
I don't remember. There
Uh,
was one that had like pepperonis and such, but they just weren't that good. I didn't like them.
who? I'm gonna look this up. Who was the first vegan burger before Boca? First veggie burger created by it's uh yeah, veggie burger created by
Oh, Tofurkey, they're another one that's been around forever.
yeah.
Yeah, Tofurkey.
And then Garden Burger in the 1980s. Boca followed later in 1978 or 79 is when Boca was the first or that came out.
Really are the OG.
Yeah, 1979. They first inducing the Sun Burger is what they called it, but gaining significant commercial traction in 1990s is when they actually started gaining popularity. And then Kraft Bottom, I believe.
We know the true OG of burgers, plant-based burgers. That's the black bean burger.
Right.
Have you ever had a good black bean burger?
Yeah, I've had a few actually.
They're they're actually they can be surprisingly delicious. We used to be addicted to, so I don't even remember the brand. Used to regularly get black bean burgers though. They're really good.
Um, for me, I've noticed they're very hit or miss. They're either like top tier, like they're just like so good, or like they crumble in your mouth and you're just like,
Oh yeah,
and this is like the worst thing I'm eating. Like,
for sure. There's definitely garbage brands out there, and I have had them.
but that goes with every food product. Every single food product has good and
Absolutely.
bad, and so that's nothing to say against black bean burgers, because the good black bean burgers are fantastic.
What's the name of your pet that's crawling around on you?
I haven't named the bony pet yet.
Oh, you
Maybe
got a name. Can't go
Bony.
with thing. Thing's already taken.
Bony. How about Bony?
Boney's crawling up on your head.
Yep, Bony. Yep, we're just gonna call him Bony. That's good. I'm glad that we
Boney.
I'm glad we discussed this. I would have never named Boney at all, but now it works.
It's kind of like Vegan Gaze and Ian the Pig. Not to be confused with my Ian, of course. That's not rude. I'm not calling you a pig. If anything, I'm calling you a squeak toy.
Nah, he's a rubber duck. That's what he is.
Rubber duck.
Just kidding.
If anything, I'm his rubber duck. He tells me his plans, and I just look at him with a blank stare.
Aw.
We're good. I actually enjoy him talking about what he's building. I just don't always understand. So
Gotcha. That's like sometimes with Alice and me. Like sometimes I'll just like talk about something random, like just like something that I thought of, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, cool. That's it. That's so interesting."
exactly.
Yeah, poor Allison.
Allison, you know my pain.
uh, poor girl. Sometimes she genuinely enjoys it though. She can listen to me for a couple of hours and then, so that's nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what makes a good partnership.
Yeah,
You guys can
exactly.
listen to each other yap,
For
or at
real
least
though.
tolerate it.
For real though.
Yeah, I vent a lot after doing outreach, and Ian's just looking at. He then is my rubber duck. He just looks at me with a blank stare. I mean, he knows what I'm talking about, but it's just more like, yeah, I know, I saw it, I was there.
Oh man. But sometimes, man, even if they were there and they saw, they gotta hear about it, 'cause that shit gets rough. It gets rough, man. I thought that this was gonna like be a little bit more. I don't know why it's.
Yeah, it's weird that it's this quiet. Like, where are all the non-vegans at? Vegans are clearly better. We're better people. We smell better. We look better.
Facts, facts, facts. We sound better.
Sound better.
That's the real one. Vegans sound so good when they speak, you know?
We just have a nice lull to our voice. Come,
Exactly.
children. No, not children. That sounds creepy. uh, come in here, non-vegans. There, that's better.
We think
We have
better.
cookies.
That's a good one, Spooky. We think better. Yes, we do.
What do you think? Yeah. We definitely logic better.
Yes.
That was not even an exaggeration.
Nope. Our patience is better.
Yeah. Although I definitely lose it a lot more.
Yeah, but that's just because you've been through so much, you know.
Yeah, activists, we definitely go through it.
Yeah, then once you go through it day in, day out, after a while, it's just like, bro, I don't want to fucking hear this shit right now. Like,
Oh yeah.
move on.
Yeah, actually, I think it was not yesterday, but the day before, I was live on anti-animal use. And this guy came up, as many of them do, just stating that they didn't really know what happens, but it's natural. And I
Hmm.
kind of just lost it. Like, wait, so you're calling it natural, you don't even know why, and you're taking someone's life over it. Like, what is wrong
Bro.
with you?
Man.
Like, how can you so arbitrarily be like, yeah, just wipe them out, no big deal. I don't care how you do it.
And if it wasn't natural, are they gonna stop doing it? Like, like, so,
Yeah, exactly.
like, are you gonna stop? Like, is that the only reason you do it is because it's natural? So everything that's natural, you're gonna continue doing, and everything that's not natural, you're gonna stop
Yeah.
doing?
Stop wiping your butt. Stop washing your hands. Stop brushing your teeth. Stop showering.
Why stop cleaning your belly button?
Oh my god. Yeah.
just
General hygiene just goes right out the window.
just let mold grow in that belly button of yours. Just
Ugh.
oh gross.
Every corner, not just the belly button.
Right. Fungus growing from the armpits, you know?
Ugh. Yeah.
Oh
Have
man.
you ever played Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah, a couple of
Yeah,
times.
so there's the card that's like 3 years of ick. It's a shield at that point.
Right. Um, Speaking of which, I actually met a guy who didn't wash his armpits so much that he started to grow fungus on like the hairs of his armpits. He had to shave and then get medication to even get the fungus off because it was like just growing.
Wow.
It was like white fungus growing on his armpit hairs. So that's what
Ugh,
like non-vegans suggest that they should do because it's natural.
disgusting. Ew. The card game, by the way, I mixed it up. It's not Cards Against Humanity. Sorry, I meant Munchkins. Have you ever played Munchkins?
I don't think so. Not that one.
Okay, you build a character, and one thing you can do with your character is put armor on them. You draw cards, and you get random armor. And 3 years of ick is a type of armor, which is it's just you haven't bathed.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's a legendary armor. No one's gonna fuck with you if you
Yeah,
got it.
it's a hilarious game.
It's legendary.
Yeah. But if you don't want to do things that aren't natural, there you go. You got your armor ready, I guess.
Yep.
Yep. Sneaking to the high heavens is pretty natural.
Man. And then, like not shaving. Like you can't shave because that's not natural.
It's true.
You're gonna
I
be a.
mean, some people that want to grow beards might prefer that, I guess, but some of us like to be hairless. We don't like having itchy hair.
Yeah, no, they're gonna be wildebeest and like just stinky wildebeest
Right.
with no
We are
clothing.
the missing link.
Stink,
Exactly.
stinky wildebeest with zero clothing. There you go. You're natural now. Congratulations.
Oh, angry Texas. Why don't you come up and talk about it?
Finally, brain rot. Come on up, dude.
Oh my god.
Yes, how can I be of assistance for y'all today?
Well, first, are you 18 or older?
Oh, I'm quite a bit older than 18.
Okay. So you're having steak. That's what you said?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So you say that with such pride. Do you think it's a cool thing to slit someone's throat for food?
Yep.
Okay. Um, real quick. Do you know the definition of veganism?
Yeah, I know what y'all are all about.
Do you care to enlighten the group what veganism is?
No, y'all believe in no harming of animals of any type, substance, or anything else.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's about the harm. It's a rejection of exploitation to animals when it comes to entertainment, clothing, science, labor, and or for food. So,
Well, y'all really gonna hate me because, man, I got myself a leather belt, got a beaver hat.
okay. No, what's the justification for taking someone's life for sensory pleasure?
I'm not taking someone's life, I'm taking animal life.
Okay, so they're not a someone?
No, they're an animal. They're
Okay.
not a someone. A someone is a human.
Wait, so a someone would be someone with a brain that
There's
has some.
something, not a someone.
This is a something. You're saying an animal is the same as this light here?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
So
They're not a someone.
so why do they fight for their lives just like humans do?
Huh, I've never come across an animal that fought for their life.
You've never come to an animal that fought for their life. Like watch any
No.
documentary when it comes
Take
to
a
a
30-06 and put it right through the heart. They drop
Oh
in a
my
heartbeat.
gosh, dude, that's like saying, "Oh, Charlie Kirk can't fight for his life because like he died to a rifle 30 meters away." Like that's not like being genuine. If they
Wow,
had
you don't know distance either, do you?
Oh, hold on. They regardless of which how far it actually was, I don't know.
So, like I said, you obviously don't know what the hell you're talking about, so I'd shut up on that subject.
I think he was spanking you, actually.
Okay, so regardless of which, a large amount of distance being shot by a rifle from a large amount of distance does not determine whether somebody would or would not fight for their own life.
Not much of a fight when we're talking about an animal.
They
and
would
it's not a
for
someone, it's
they
a something.
they would fight for their life if they
It's
had
a
the chance.
something, not a person.
They would fight for their life if they had the chance
They're
to.
not a person.
Okay, you're dumb. Bye.
I'm dumb, but yet you're calling an animal a human being.
I just said there is someone.
Hey guys.
But anyway, bye.
Hey guys.
Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 19.
Okay. 19. When's your birthday?
2007.
Okay, what month?
August.
Okay.
No, I mean no.
Oh, bruh. Alright, that's not comforting. August, I mean, what? Like, oh boy. That wasn't comforting at all. What the fuck was that guy even talking about, dude? Like,
I mean, every oppressor has to demean their victim because otherwise they go to bed telling themselves, yeah, I oppressed somebody. So they demean their victims to be objects so that they don't feel bad because objects
right,
don't need welfare. So that's why he kept saying they're not a someone because otherwise I'd be a schmurderer.
right. And like the fact that they were like talking about distance like that was relevant to the conversation.
Oh my God, your response got me so good. It's a good thing I was muted. Just like, damn.
Fucking dude. Like, my god, dude. Like, the fucking distance is what he was gonna focus on. Like, 30 yards, 100 yards, 250 yards. That doesn't fucking matter how far it is. Like, you could be 30 yards away and undercover, and you would still not be seen. It's not like it's that has any relevance to the
Oh, is
conversation.
that why he brings up? Because I had someone yesterday bring that up too. That they're like, I'm so far away. I'm like, why does that make it better? If anything, the slaughterhouse workers are better because they're aiming directly where they need to aim, whereas you're way far away looking through a scope. Like to
Right,
me, the faster death is going to be when they aim accurately, which they can't even do it when they're up close. So it's like far
right.
away, you're doing worse. They're suffering longer for sure.
Right. Yeah, the whole premise is like, oh, I'm far enough away to where they don't see me, but the most of the time hunters are shouting to they have to do a quick shout or something to keep the deer from moving and scout the area, which is them fighting for like scouting to detect prey so they can decide to fight or flight, like the whole fight or flight in like he's trying to say that animals don't have fight or flight, like what humans only the only species that have the fight or flight response, no other species.
That's silly.
like,
We
like
all flee from danger. You know, you look at a fire, the animals know that fire burns, they run away from it.
bro,
So,
like watch any documentary, man, like any documentary. Like,
exactly.
oh hey,
Daniel!
like the
Daniel Broccoli in the chat. Sorry, I just appreciate you being here, Daniel.
oh, what's up, Daniel? You want to come on up? I want to hear what Daniel's been up to.
He's always up to something. He's an awesome activist.
Yeah, I know. He's too busy for us common folk nowadays.
I know, I wish he was going live again, but he is doing great work at a sanctuary, so I totally
Aw.
get it.
Daniel, what's up, my guy?
I'm actually on my lunch break at work.
Oh, nice.
Yep, I've got 10 more minutes.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. How
I
you
just made a
doing?
post on my Instagram
You made a post on your
about
Instagram?
chickens.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, got some footage from the sanctuary, and the post that I made is asking, do chickens deserve respect?
Hmm.
What do y'all think in the chat? Do chickens deserve respect?
I love chickens. They're so cute.
I love them too. They're the most exploited land animal.
Yeah, it's so sad. They're so
It's very sad.
yeah, they care about others. They're curious. They remind me so much of humans. Just their curiosity alone.
And
Yeah, I talked to the.
oh,
I was gonna say I talked to the birds in my garden.
aw.
Me too. I talk to the crows.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get another. We got another request. Eastern VA fishing. Are you 18 Eastern VA fishing?
Yeah, I'm 32. You might hear my truck in the background. I apologize if you do. I'm at work.
It's fine. We all got uh some sort of background noise going on. But anyway,
Who?
uh, um, so do you know the definition of veganism?
Yeah, my ex girlfriend was a vegan, and I have vegans in my family.
Okay, what is your understanding of veganism?
My understanding of it is that you don't eat any animals or any products that come from animals.
Okay. So the veganism is just the rejection of the unfair use of animals when it comes to entertainment, clothing, science, labor, and or for food. Um, it's just the
I
cho-
didn't know that. I knew about like the food side of it, but
Gotcha. Yeah, it's just the rejection of exploitation. So it says so. I'm taking it that you're a fisher.
oh yeah,
Okay. So do you think that like what do you fish for? Entertainment or food or what?
it depends.
Depends. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's for food, sometimes it's for fun.
Okay. Do you think like fun is a justifiable reason to stick a like if you put into perspective a fish is a lot smaller than a human. So those hooks are like gigantic compared to them, right? It's big enough to rip their entire body out of the ocean. They're being yanked after this hook is getting taken, like after they're being yanked, trying to swim away while this hook is digging deeper into their flesh. And then they're yanked out of the ocean or the water to where they're not able to breathe. And then you take that hook out of their mouth or wherever it is, potentially causing long lasting harm to them or death after you put them back into the water, or take them out for food that is like 15 minutes of sensory pleasure.
So I'm tracking what you're saying, but I believe that there should be ethics in how you do it. I don't think that you should rip a fish's lip out. Like, there's ways to take the hook out to keep the animal healthy, and more often than not, I usually release them.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes like if I get a really nice rockfish or a good speckled trout or something that's like one of the more tastier fish, then yeah, I'll do that. But my thing is I don't view it the same way that you do. I don't think I view animals more as something that's put here for us to have dominion over,
Okay.
not and I get where y'all are coming from. Like I mean, I think the animals have feelings and stuff. I understand that. I more so wanted to answer the prompt about why I'm not specifically vegan.
Sure.
And
Let's go there.
for me personally, it's just because every person that I've known that was vegan was, and I'm not trying to talk shit or anything. I'm legitimately trying to have a back and forth. Um, every man or woman that I've known that's been a vegan has just been weak, have no muscle mass, no endurance. Like I, I work a blue collar job outside. I need high protein diet, and the people that I work with that are vegan can't hold their own. They can't turn valves. They can't keep up with us, and
Uh,
it makes it a really hard sell for me to say, oh, I would try to change up how I eat because I see a clear deficit between meat eaters and vegans as far as physical labor.
so the only reason I stopped working blue collar is because I amputated my fingers. And had
I'm
them
sorry to hear that.
yeah, had them reattached. I worked blue collar all most of my life, including when I was vegan. Uh, I've met guys who will sleep in trucks while I'm like they were other crew leads. I worked in landscaping, and they would be other crew leads when we're shoveling like fucking gravel or other shit like all the time. Like while I was shoveling, my crew and me were shoveling, and then the crew leads all sleeping in the truck because he's too lazy to get out of the truck.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not saying that vegans are lazy at all. That's not what I don't want you
yeah,
to think
but
that's what I mean. I
shoveling
just
gravel, you need some strength. Picking up gravel buckets, you need some strength to lift up wheelbarrows. You can't be a pansy lifting gravel into barrels and stuff like that. Like it's
yeah. And
eh.
it might be anecdotal. I've just never worked with a vegan that could keep up. Like And it might be anecdotal. There
Yeah.
might be, but
Yeah.
just from my life's experience and my perspectives, it seems like you trade off some strength to follow that belief.
Yeah, so what do you think the strength comes from? Like protein deficiency or something like that? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, the difference in the food that you're eating for sure.
Okay, so all nine essential amino acids come from all plants, that are edible. All edible plants have all nine essential amino acids. And so
Sorry, that was my radio. Go ahead.
you're fine. So if you eat something like lettuce, right? I'm not gonna say you're gonna get like any substantial nutrients at all, right? But if, or like even spinach or salads or anything like that, you're gonna have to eat a lot to get any substantial amount. But if you eat something like tofu, TVP, seitan, rice, beans, legumes, you're gonna get the substantial amount of protein to keep up with even the hardest workers on like a
Well, I mean,
omnivore diet.
it would have to be comparable to an almost carnivore diet, which is closer to what I currently eat, and from eating deer that I hunt. And I sometimes I go ground beef from the store, but I prefer there's a farm in my county that like has more ethically raised cows, and they have a little bit more freedom than what you get at the supermarket. They make really good meat, and I've yet to see any kind of plant based. I've tried and like I said, I had an ex girlfriend that was vegan. We were together for like 8 years, so I've tried all the Impossible burgers, and she was always trying to get me on board with it.
Yeah, I
And
wouldn't even say Impossible Burger is high in protein compared to like seitan. Like seitan is the highest source of protein that you could possibly get. There's protein shakes, right? And most protein shakes that are plant-based actually either keep up with or outperform the whey protein shakes. Um, and they're like they're the same price. Um,
Matthew, I didn't say ex-vegan. I said my ex-girlfriend was a vegan.
yeah.
Sorry, someone in the comments misunderstood what I said.
Uh, yeah, no. So, um, yeah, like again, seitan, you're gonna get more protein. TVP, you'll get as much protein as you do eating beef, or venison. Um, like you're gonna be able to keep up with like the amount of protein and if like you can look at the resources up here and Animal Justice 21, and at the end there's even a dietitian on there who regularly talks to people all the time, and they can talk to you about nutrition. Like I can I could go back and forth here. Like I'm pretty well versed in nutrition. I just have like a lot of people that are gonna be like that are trying to get up here, so we're gonna probably move on with that. But yeah, if it's really
No,
the
I'll look into what's on there. I'm not against it. It's just I've just never seen a diet that can the fuel that can compete with what my current diet is. I need gas. I'm not
sure,
working a job where I'm like, this is a very rare day that I get to run a piece of equipment. It's usually running up and down stairs, turning valves, a lot of heavy manual labor. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes because she was trying for like 8 years to get me to come to the vegan side, and I get it, and I gave her a chance specifically because I was dating her, not that I felt any kind of moral pull to it or anything. But anytime I'd eat like the food that she was eating, it was like I just didn't have the giddy up. You know what I mean? Like. And,
um,
and maybe that's just the diet that she was on. Maybe that's just the kind of food that she had. Maybe yours is different.
yeah.
I don't know.
If you did have that giddy up and everything, would you see the moral side a little bit more? Like, would you see that it's a more of a moral obligation to go vegan?
I don't think so because, again, I view animals as something to have dominion over. But I wouldn't be against changing my diet. I mean, from what I've seen, from how much she spent on food to compared to how much I spent, like it saved her money, and I'm not against causing uh, less animal death or pain than I have to. You know, I'm not out here like saying, "Oh, I got to kill this many animals" or anything like that.
Okay. Anna, do you have any questions?
Sure. So, do we agree that animals feel, that they have emotions and can feel pain?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Do you think? Well, I guess we already went over this health aspect, but just to be clear, is there anything you think that we absolutely need from animals that we can't get from other sources?
Um, nothing that comes to mind off the top of my head. Maybe honey. I don't know. I've never considered that.
Well, what do you need honey for?
Well, necessities versus anything. I thought
Right.
you just meant anything in general.
I'm just
If it's
asking in general. Do we need
necessities?
any?
No.
Right. Okay. Okay. Exactly. So could we agree that if we don't need to take something, or we have an alternative, that the more moral option is to not exploit somebody?
I mean, yeah, you could look at it like that, but my end of it again
Well, how do you
is
think your victims look at it?
so my end of it is that I think if we're looking at it from a philosophical standpoint, and
No,
I'm
no, no,
not
no,
trying
no,
to
no, no, no.
offend y'all
Not
or
not a
argue or anything.
philosophical, not a philosophical. We're looking at it from your victim's perspective. If you were the one that was about to lose your life, and the one that was about to take your life had other options, would you rather they go ahead and use you or use their alternatives? Which would you prefer?
So in the hypothetical that you're putting forward, I'm the one being killed, like by a tiger or something, right?
Not a tiger, by a moral agent, someone who knows better, that has other options. Do you think that they should go ahead and use you or
I
stop?
I I give about as much thought to it as a shark would.
Do you know what a moral agent is?
Uh, no offense, but you sound like you're kind of angry. I don't understand why you're getting
Do you know
hyped with
what a
me.
moral agent is?
I feel I've been very calm, and
I'm calm right now. Do you know what a moral agent is?
I don't know what that term means. No.
Okay, so a moral agent is like a parent to a child, somebody who has an advantage over the other and understands that there are consequences to their actions. So,
You
for
don't think
example,
that
so for
tigers
example,
understand when they kill something that
can
it
I
dies?
explain? Can I explain before you interrupt me, please? So, an adult that has a child that knows there are consequences to their actions has a responsibility to not take advantage of the child just because the child is vulnerable to them, correct?
Yeah, I agree that we
Okay.
shouldn't mistreat
So
children.
then what is the morally relevant difference between human children and other animals that justifies this difference in treatment? Because other animals are also sentient and care about themselves. They're no different than human children.
Yeah, but I view animals as a resource. Humans are
Okay,
different.
but that's just a value system. I could view you as my resource. That doesn't make it moral for me to violate you.
Well, I'm answering your question. You asked the question, I answered it.
Do you think that's moral?
That's
do you think
that's the
that's the world
difference.
we Okay, do you think that's the world we should live in, where we just
Yeah, I
deem
don't see a
someone
problem with
lesser?
it.
You don't see a problem in me deeming you lesser than me and exploiting you?
I'm a human. We're made in the image of God. That's
Oh,
different than
so
an
now
animal.
it is about that we share some commonality. You agree that we shouldn't exploit other humans regardless of their intelligence or what they look like, correct?
Yeah, but I've already made a
Okay,
clear
so then
distinction.
what is
Ma'am,
the difference, sir? I need you to answer. You keep talking over me like you know where I'm
no,
going,
you
but you
don't give
don't.
me a chance to answer. You just
Because you
interrupted me
don't
after
need.
2 words.
What are you gonna say that's gonna blow my mind?
So
What are you
if
gonna
you're not
say?
going to
What are
talk
you
in
gonna say?
good faith, then
What are
why
you
are
gonna
we
say,
talking?
Eastern? What are you gonna say that's gonna blow my
I
mind?
said that I already made the distinction that I see animals and humans as different, so there's no
Okay,
comparison there.
Eastern, I see you and I as different. Does that make it okay for me to exploit you?
I don't agree with that, but
I
I mean, that's
agree.
your choice.
Why should I not exploit you, Eastern? We're going in circles. Why should I
Because
not
I'm a
exploit
human
you?
and humans are
I
different
don't
than
care
animals.
that you're human. I don't care that you're human. Why
And
should
that's
I not
different
exploit
in our
you?
morals and values.
Why
Again,
should
why are you
I
getting
not?
angry and yelling and interrupting?
Eastern,
If you're
Eastern.
not going to
You're
talk
not
in
here
good
being
faith, then you have
honest.
a good day,
You're
ma'am. You're an
not an
angry
honest
person.
actor. You
Good
know,
God, Jesus,
this
Lord,
shows you how dishonest you are. Thank you. He honestly does not understand why we even respect other humans. Oh, they're just human. Well, we didn't always do that, sir. We didn't always respect someone just because they were in our species. We demeaned them because of their intelligence, who birthed them, where they came from. We now realize that was wrong. We're saying we're doing the same thing to the animals.
Uh, um. Uh.
Thank you. Have you have you seen the Shia LaBeouf song? He does a slow clap that sounds just like that. Anyway,
Anyway.
that was fun.
um, yeah, so I think that he just needed to step back and just like think about the situation before he came up with this response, like, and then he just like crashed out so hard. So
Yeah, I think it's because he didn't like my tone. A lot of people don't like women sounding cross. It just makes them focus on that for some reason. I don't know why it's so distracting when a woman is upset, but if a dude is cross, it doesn't matter. They can keep going. But anyway, I think that for him, he knew where we were going. As soon as we talked about animals feeling and caring about themselves and that there's nothing that we need from them, he suddenly realized, oh, I just admitted I need to change. He's going
right.
against his own principles. And that's scary, especially as an adult, because basically you just told yourself you've been doing the wrong thing. And that takes a bigger person to recognize you've done the wrong thing and make better change. But some people are too small still. They still need to mentally and emotionally grow. And sadly, they're going to harm a lot of people in that process. But hopefully they figure out sooner than later.
For sure. Okay, so the next one coming up is Big Appetite. Okay. All right.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you? Are you over 18?
I'm lovely. I am 31 years old, born on 94th of September. How are you?
Okay. Good. How are you? So, uh, why aren't you vegan? Or do you know what veganism is? Let's start there. Do you know what vegan?
Yes. I think veganism is the individual who lives life without consuming animal product.
Okay, so it's close. A vegan is someone who rejects the exploitation of animals when it comes to the use for entertainment, clothing, science, labor, and or for food. So like we don't participate in the exploitation when it comes to these purposes. Um,
Fair enough. My argument comes from the Oxford Dictionary. I think you're leaning into the Vegan Association definition, correct?
yeah, like I'm just so the Oxford definition kind of comes from like the Donald Watson like original idea, but that original idea was never the true like understanding of veganism. Like he quickly changed that perspective because he realized that uh like it wasn't adequate to describe what a
Well,
vegan is.
the point of contention, if you hear me out, veganism is the lack of exploitation of animals wherever possible, correct?
Yeah, we don't we can like I'm just describing like the proper understanding of what a vegan truly is, right? It's to eliminate the
I agree.
it's to eliminate the exploitation of animals. It's what we fundamentally reject. It's not like I don't want to get into semantics about the definition. Um
I agree.
so like as long as you understand. So what makes you uh like if you don't agree that we should not exploit animals, why why don't you think that way?
Um, um, I think all elements of exploitation are wrong. I think if anyone does exploit another, whether it be human or animal, I think we should speak against that. We should approach law enforcement to make that finite to cease that practice.
Okay, so you are vegan.
No.
Okay, so why not?
I see no advantages. So you as a vegan person, myself as not, I would argue, what are the advantages to being vegan?
To not participate in someone being exploited. To be
Right. So
to be
exploitation.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be participating in somebody going through slavery or schmurder.
Fair enough. Murder is the unlawful or unjust unaliving of someone. Exploitation is the unlawful or unjust use of someone for their own profit. I think we agree there, right?
Yep.
The main point of contention I have is the unlawful or unjust, right? So if I was to
Or
take a pig,
unjust.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the important part is or unjust.
Correct.
Yep.
And I would assume you're making. I would assume you're making an appeal to morality.
Uh sure. Um
Fair enough, right?
yeah.
I'm, I don't mean to trap you. I'm just trying to have a dialogue, right?
Mhm.
So whereas you see a fluffy bunny, right, and you see them being unalive to be a steak, you say that's horrible, right? And that's your moral values, right? Most people, such as myself, we look upon that engagement and say there's nothing wrong with that, right? We see food, right?
Mhm.
So the point of contention is I look at steak, I think it's food. You look at steak, you think that's
I have a
immorally.
correction. I have a correction. I'm not just basing it off of my morals. I don't just see the cute fluffy bunny and then it makes a problem for me when they are being unalived for food. I see the fluffy bunny and I see them as an individual fighting for their lives. And like I would see a human fighting for their lives, I see that that is a situation to where that we shouldn't be putting someone into that position to where they're having to fight for their lives for optional products. Like I wouldn't want someone to be robbed and schmurdered because they have some money in their wallet and that person wants their money. And I wouldn't want to see like Jeffrey Dahmer schmurdering people so he can eat them. I wouldn't want to see like it. And I think us as society mostly agrees with this premise. We just simply like most people feel like they actually can't go vegan for some reason. And I'm wondering if you're that person that feels like you can't go vegan or if you're that person that feels like you don't need to go vegan.
Well, one thing you said is we as a society can agree with this metric, right?
Yeah,
And when you made that claim,
that's why
I
it's
think that there
illegal.
are 2 points.
Yeah, that's why most people like don't want to see like animal abuse.
I agree. I think animal abuse is atrocious. I think we should speak against that. I agree
Yeah,
with you.
yeah, yeah. So,
My point of contention is animal slaughter and animal consumption is positive, is a good thing. I look fondly upon that. You might disagree. And my question is, let's talk about that differentiation. And furthermore, I want to be very specific on this. What is the benefit for myself to be vegan outside of I feel bad about
well, that's
animal
the
slaughter?
problem
Like
is
outside of,
yeah, there's a problem that I have right there. You're thinking, what's the benefit for you? I don't think you should be thinking from
right?
the benefit for you. That's like a slave master saying, what is the benefit for me to free my slave? You don't free the slave because you're benefiting from it. You're freeing the slave because you don't want to be a POS. However, um, you said that slaughtering is good. Have you ever been to a
Right.
slaughterhouse?
No.
Okay, so I've actually interviewed people from slaughterhouses. I live like 3 hours away from one, so I drive up to a slaughterhouse. It's called JBS Slaughterhouse. Most people either didn't answer because they were too scared of their company, like causing like
Reprehension, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, there was some people that actually actively, regardless of this, like explicitly said that what happens in there is terrible. They like the only reason they're there is to make a paycheck. And like and most people don't look happy going in there. They like it's a terrible work environment to watch a being fight for their life. It's like a cow because that's a cow slaughterhouse. So those cows are like panicking. They're very aware of what's going to happen before they even get into the building, because their nose receptors are just so high that they actually smell the blood even before they even get into the building. um and so like the workers hate uh like being there. It's not like it's something that majority of people even think that it's a good thing that when they actually do it. The only people that think it's a good thing is the people that have the food on their plate.
Apologies. With all respect, I feel like you're making an appeal to emotion right now.
Or even if it is an appeal to emotion, you were making an appeal to emotion because you think it's good. That's your appeal to your emotions.
The reason why I think it's good, I think it plays a better part for our physique and our health and our longevity, right? The longest lived person was Jean Calment. She lived to be 120 years old. She had a Mediterranean diet that included fish and honey, right?
Hmm.
Not vegan. She was the longest lived person. If you look at the top five longest living person, you have Jean Calment first, then you have a Japanese person and I think it was a German person. But all the people who lived the longest life were not vegan, right? When you look at most athletes, at most sport environment, the people who make the most medals are not vegan. Yes, we do have outsiders who are like outliers who do make a progression, but for the main part, it stands firm.
Well,
People who are not vegan seem to.
that's just because most people aren't vegan. Like uh, so um, so some of the oldest athletes to ever compete were vegans. There is a guy that is 105 years old who is still at uh, performs in, I think it's senior Olympics and stuff like that. He's vegan. Um, like there is old people that perform in Olympics, uh, and stuff like that. Uh, and
let's
perform.
let's be let's be very frank, right? Do you think a vegan lifestyle is the best outcome for a person, either through longevity or
I
physical
think it's
performance?
equal to the. I think it's equal to the best, and it can be equal to the worst. Non-vegan outcome because you just need nutrients. You don't need ingredients. That's it. And then you can get all the nutrients that you need from a vegan diet that you can from any other, like even the Mediterranean diet.
But we don't have that example. As you made that
Well,
claim, we don't have an example of it.
that's even what the all food organizations, including the
Fair enough.
American Association of Dietetics and Nutrition, that's what they say. That's what the I think the British, all the major dietitians and nutritionists in the world all agree that you can get have as adequate of a diet as the Mediterranean diet on a plant-based diet. Um, it's mostly superior than a carnivore diet. Like well, the carnivore diet is like
You said that word. You said that word. You said the word superior. And I ask you, superior by what metric?
okay. So in health outcomes,
Okay, this isn't about nutrition, by the way. I feel like Axel has hammered this pretty damn hard, and he's
I
quoted
don't
the
think he
evidence for you
has.
right there. He quoted you
I
the
don't think he
American
has.
Dietetic Association, which is the
I
Academy of Nutrition and
I
Diet. Stop!
agree.
Can you stop? Can you stop for a second? The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics is the largest organization of dietitians and nutritionists, the people that have spent 6,000 hours to 8,000 hours on how your diet affects your health. They state clearly that a well-planned plant-based diet is safe and healthy for all stages of life. This is their position paper based off of thousands of other studies. You can go look at those.
My question is, looking upon this academic consensus as you propose it, right? If veganism is superior, I ask again, by what?
Again, we're not debating whether or not you can be healthy on a plant-based diet or using animals. The science is clear. You can be healthy with either. Since we can be healthy on plants, why subject someone who feels to a slaughterhouse or being exploited or violated? Sorry, Axel, go ahead.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so basically all I was gonna say is that just cholesterol is bad for you, like cause atherosclerosis, which is the leading cause correlated to heart disease. And so yeah, just on that metric alone, you don't have to deal with that when it comes to uh being on a plant-based diet. You do have to suffer that being on a carnivore diet. So that's all I was gonna get at. But she's fundamentally right that I'm not trying to make this appeal to health situation. I'm trying to say that on this metric, that if we can be as healthy as someone even on a Mediterranean diet, which is most like to most of my understanding is the highest standard of nutrition for most people in the scientific consensus. But that it can match it,
You
that
have,
alone, that
if
alone.
if I can say, you have me wrong. I'm not appealing to culture. I'm not appealing to science. I'm not appealing to outcome, right? I'm trying to be a common lay person looking upon our environment, looking upon the benefit of whatever, right? When we look at Olympic environment, when we look at sport environment, the people who do outperform seem to be non-vegan, right? There are vegan people who perform better, fair enough, but the point of contention really still stands, right? Yes, someone can live in a vegan lifestyle. The question is, what is the superior element? Like, by what
Dude,
metric are
that
we
is
more
such,
superior?
that alone is a disingenuous argument because most
Is it?
people, yeah, because most people aren't vegan. So most people are going to be outperforming if they're on a healthy diet that is not vegan versus vegans, because most that comes to training, that comes to regime, coaches. There's a whole lot of things other than just diet to sit specifically say that these performers are underperforming. There's a whole lot of things that go into athleticism more than just diet. Diet alone is not going to make the top contender for the UFC, for any sport out there in the world. It comes to coaching, comes to training, comes to genetics, comes to a whole bunch of fucking shit. However, like
I
you already
agree.
said, there is vegans out there who have won gold medals in the Olympics
Correct.
several times.
Correct.
Even
Correct.
the strongest woman, I think for 3 years in a row, was a vegan. The
No, there's a Bulgarian female who went into strongman competition who did win, and she was vegan. I acquiesce that. I agree with you there.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was a national level in Bulgaria, not anywhere outside of that.
Well, there was also the vegan Viking who I think won, like, again, she was one, like, but anyway, doesn't matter. Vegans can outperform non-vegans. And again, it just
Hear,
comes
please,
to
please,
the
please, please,
fact
please,
that
please, 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 please,
yeah,
please, 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 hear me out for 1 second, just for 1 second.
okay.
If your claim is we can live as human beings on a vegan diet, I would say I agree with you. I agree with you fully, right? We can be, if you look at Nepal, if you look at India or Mexico, the highest population of like vegan people is 9% in India and 9% in Mexico. They can live their life. I agree with you, right? I'm down to say we can be vegan and live. I'm down with you there, right? My point of contention is myself as a non-vegan, right? What is the benefit for me as a non-vegan to go vegan?
I already
By
told
any
you.
metric.
I already told you the benefit. I'm going to tell you again. The benefit
Okay.
is that you're not participating in slavery or murder when it comes to animals.
Hmm.
You're not participating in someone being bred into existence to be raised, to be looked as a product. You're going to be living with a benefit to where you are going to be equally healthy as some of the healthiest people on earth. Okay? You are going to be totally fine if you decide to be. You have total freedom on your health, but you're not. The real benefit is that you're not participating in somebody else being victimized.
Right. So you said healthy, right? And I ask you, by what metric?
The
Is it
fact that
longevity? Is it physical aptitude?
you're the fact that all your blood levels are going to be on the suitable levels that you need when it comes to the amount of B12, like your nutritional blood levels will be adequate. You will have longevity of life. You will be a functioning human being like anyone else who is not chronically ill on a constant basis. That is what I mean by healthy.
So fair enough. When you say longevity of life, can I therefore assume that the longest lived people are vegan?
Oh, dude, again, this is like such a obscure thing. More people are not vegan. When more people are vegan, we can find out this metric of who lives the longest. There is plenty of people who have lived over 100 that are vegan. Like it's
So allow me to say, right, if your argument is there are more non-vegans, therefore we'll see more representation from that environment being long-lived or effectively more performative, I agree with that, right? But the point of contention is if you argue veganism is better or superior for any facility, we should see these people represented within either sports or within the longevity. And that's just not the case. It's just not the case.
that again is due, like, I don't know how many times I gotta say this. Numbers, my guy. Do you know how little people are actually vegan? Like, and most people that claim that are vegan, they're not even truly vegan. So like this whole metric of that you're establishing of like vegans not having this, being able to do this, we don't have the numbers to really see the science behind it at this level. And most of the science that we do have is actually in favor of veganism. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it's just like,
The reason, the point where I'm confused is you're saying we don't have the numbers to make an adequate assumption of what is the benefit of veganism, right?
well, no, it's
And
just
you
not
really,
like to say who's the best at, like, what diet is the best for athletes. I don't know the best diet for best for athletes. I know they're equal to the metric that we have the understanding to. They are equal for athletes. The metric to having the long living life, it is equal as far as we know. That is
no, it's not. It's not. It's not.
is okay.
When we
What
talk,
evidence do you have for that?
when we
I
talk,
already provided you the evidence that I have for my claims. What is the evidence that
I
you
don't
have?
think you have. Again, I can give you the example. I can give you the example of Jean Calment. That's Geancalment. You can look her up. She's from France. She lived to be 120 years old, right?
That's an
She was
anecdotal.
not vegan, right? I agree with you. I agree with that is an anecdote, right? But if you look at the top most living people, the top 5 longest living people being 120, 119, neither of them was vegan. So when you say veganism is better because you live longer,
Okay,
that's
the
just not the
longest. Are
case.
you gonna live that long as a non-vegan?
I would like to.
Okay, you're not going to live that long as a non-vegan because there's a whole lot of things that go into long life. It's not just diet. I've also said this. Diet doesn't dictate everything. It dictates a lot. It doesn't dictate everything. You are like, it is highly, highly unlikely because most people on this planet are not
Sir,
vegan. Hold on, hold on.
sir,
Most people on this planet are not vegan. you said the oldest people on Earth. That is including and versus the people that are eating the healthiest diet, being the Mediterranean. Those people eating the Mediterranean diet didn't live as long as the longest people on the planet. Why? Because diet doesn't dictate everything. You specifically wanting to be on a non-vegan diet because of like this longevity of health is just ludicrous, because this doesn't mean anything. When you're talking about the healthiest diet, not everyone is even close when they're eating to the Mediterranean diet. To like, if everyone on the planet who is on a Mediterranean diet lived to be that age, maybe I would see something. And maybe a scientist like the American Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition wouldn't be advocating for a plant-based diet so much. However, they are. And they're not saying that the Mediterranean diet is going to make you live to be 136 years old.
So at this point in time, I feel like we're talking past each other. I have my position, you have your own, right? You're appealing to the academic environment, the American Association of Dietetics, all this bullshit, right? That is fair. You can make that claim, right? But my point of argumentation is, if you look at the practice, the outcome of different athletes, people who live longer and so forth, there is no environment where diet plays a huge factor, whether you're vegan or not, right? And if you
Sorry,
say,
did
if
you
you're,
just say that science is bullshit?
no. I'm saying in the
Do you
American
not
Association
trust
of Dietetics,
nutritional science? Is that what you're saying?
madam, what I am saying
Oh,
is
you
the
you
American.
don't trust science. What's the point of talking to you? Do you believe
No,
the Earth is flat?
Of course I trust science. Of course I
Okay.
trust it.
So as we've hammered in multiple circles, and you know what's more ridiculous? This isn't your first vegan
What?
live. This isn't your first
know.
vegan live. You're purposely
know.
wasting our time. We know who you are.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. You're a joker. You're a clown. You know that it's wrong to do this to somebody who feels, someone who has emotions. You know it's wrong to
My-
kick dogs. You know it's
my-
wrong to kick dogs for fun, but yet here you are defending putting knives in innocent cows' throats. You're defending people beating up and
Your
harming
emotional
animals to
appeal
get a
will not
product on
affect
the
me.
shelf. You're here
I
defending.
will not be manipulated by your emotional appeal.
Okay,
Right?
You are an emotional
okay,
appeal.
okay.
You sit here and focus on you. You're like, what about me though? What about me though? What about me? We've already hammered. You'll be healthy and safe. Axel made it so clear. I know he's gone.
No, you fit.
But it's
you just let it out.
It's just, I feel the whole audience has been feeling it. Like we've already gone
Dude.
over it. He agreed you can be healthy, so let's move on. The point is the ethics, not the diet. Yeah, you can eat unhealthy on any diet and suffer consequences. As long as you get everything you need, you'll be fine. You can get ripped. You can be lean. You can be fat. You can be whatever you want. That's the beauty of a vegan diet. It's not anything specific. It's just not using someone else to get to where you want to be. That's it. I'm sorry, Axel, that I keep losing it, but it's just like,
No,
my God, that guy just kept beating that circle.
dude, like
Couldn't take it.
I was about to just kick him anyway. Like it's just
Well, you handled him so well. Like everything you had to say was spot on.
yeah.
I just couldn't handle that he was clearly just ignoring you. Like all your facts, he was like, well, that's just garbage. So
Dude,
my
the
opinion is more
fucking
important.
yeah, the appeal to science, dude. Like, what the fuck is this? What
He
the
clearly doesn't understand what science is. It's not just one study. It's something being done over and over and over again and being peer reviewed and double checked, you know? That's how we understand how things work around the world. Not one anecdote like he brought up. He's like, you don't have any evidence for what you say, but my evidence, someone said this.
or somebody lived this long. Dude, that was his evidence.
supposedly.
Somebody lived this long. Okay, again, you're not gonna fucking live that long. Like, nobody else is gonna live that long. They lived the longest out of anyone on this planet. Like, you're like, don't be ridiculous, dude. Like, you can't go for the oldest person on Earth as a metric to seeing that this diet is better. They
yeah. I'm
like,
pretty sure. Hasn't there even been a centurion that smokes
right, yes,
cigarettes?
and
Oh,
drinks.
that's the one. Okay, yeah,
My
exactly.
my great grandmother lived to be 103 years old, and she was an alcoholic her entire fucking life. Like she was a
Wow.
alcoholic for yeah, she was an alcoholic from I think since she was like 11 or 12 or something like that, and she lived to be 103 years old. Like and
Holy crap! Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. It's like just because you live to be this old, like just because you have a healthy diet, that doesn't mean shit, dude. Like you can be completely unhealthy and live a fucking long life.
So true. Yeah. Yeah.
And anyway, let's move on. Eric, you've been waiting a while. Thank you.
I promise I'll stay muted. I just got so
You
upset with
know
that
what?
guy.
If you want to take this one, Anna, go for it. My throat is getting really
Okay.
coarse because the smoke outside. So
Yeah,
you can
that's
go.
fair.
You can go.
Hey,
Hey, Eric, are you over 18?
yeah, I'm 19.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan, but I just want to say like, the argument you guys had was such like a circle, like such a
Well,
waste
can
of
I
time,
ask you real
honestly.
quick? I just want to make sure that we're talking about the same thing. What do you understand veganism to mean?
Right, I was here when he explained it. The host explained it earlier. It's well, I get a lot of different definitions, but I thought it was just a diet, but it's a ethical stance, right? I don't want to argue like semantically, but I'm sure like we all know what it means, like to all of us.
Okay, I'll just run over it so that we're both clear on what we're talking about. I'm not here to try to make you feel stupid or something. I just
Yeah,
want to make sure
right.
we're on the same plane.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
veganism is an ethical stance, but it's against the exploitation or unfair use of other sentient beings. An individual having their own subjective experience, they can feel pain or suffering. Do you agree that
Right,
we should avoid exploiting those individuals?
right, but yet again, the unjust part, right? It's kind of subjective, no?
So when I say unfair use, I mean not in their best interest.
Not in their best interest. Okay, sure. Would you say that just like beyond like if we personally agree to those principles, do you think it stands independent that to not exploit these animals, it stands independent?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what you just said.
Like let's say if you stands independent means like if you weren't like a Republican, Democrat, atheist, like a religious person, like if you had no kind of like kind of if you just had to like if this is like required to believe this.
So this comes from me personally not wanting to be exploited. I don't want others to use me without my consent for their benefit, not my benefit. And so because I feel this way and I'm a sentient being, even if I lost my intelligence, right, or I didn't have anyone that cared about me, I would still want to be respected and not exploited. So I think that we should reflect that same respect to others that are also able to suffer and feel feelings.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it's a basic thing. It has nothing to do with my political stances or where I stand in society.
No, it doesn't have to do with that. It's basically saying like all else like aside, is this like necessary? Like is this like it's like an obvious fact that like all organisms like so it kind of means like regardless of what stance you are, is this true? Like is this just indefinitely true that we should
Do
avoid
animals feel?
what?
Do animals feel? Are they sentient? Can they feel pain and suffer?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you
Okay,
that.
so we can agree on that. If someone has the capacity to suffer, should they matter morally?
Well,
Should we
I'm saying like
consider their best interests?
yeah, I'll say yes, right? But I can discuss like like the morality part, but I'm saying
Is there anything we need from other animals that would justify us violating their autonomy for our benefit, not theirs? Is there something we need from them?
I would say yeah.
And what is that?
I would say food, like meats and other things like clothing, like wool and
What do we
those
need
things.
from them that we can't get from other sources?
Well, that wasn't the first proposition, right? The first proposition was that
Well, this is what I'm asking you now. What
okay,
do
sure.
we need from animals that we can't get from other sources that justifies what we're doing to them?
Well, certain vitamins and amino acids, right? So, for
Can you name
example,
one?
D3, K2.
You can get that from mushrooms, and if you need to, you can do a supplement.
You can't get D3 from mushrooms.
Yes, you can.
Is there a
You
source?
can also, it doesn't matter, even if you can't get it from mushrooms, there's a supplement. Who has it harder? Oh, there's a loud echo. There we go.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'll mute myself. Sorry about that.
No worries. So who has it harder, the one taking a supplement or the one being walked down the aisle into the slaughterhouse?
Well, I'd say like back to the point of it being just, right, of benefiting us. I'd say that like the marginal benefit of us getting these nutrients would be worth it for an animal to die.
Okay, but if we have an alternative or we can go without, isn't the more moral choice to not exploit somebody?
Well, yet again, like that comes back to the point, like, is it stance independent?
Yes.
It stands independent to
Yes.
reduce or
I don't
like
care what
avoid
situation
exploitation.
we're in. I'm in the middle of nowhere and there's another individual. If I have options or I can go without, the more moral option is to not exploit the other.
No. I'm saying like, is your moral like predicate? Is that
You're
stance
using these
independent?
fancy words. Can you just talk normal with me?
Okay, yeah, sure. So, like, let's say all else aside, right? How do you know that it is good to
Because
avoid
animals feel.
exploitation?
We agree that animals feel. Do you agree that if someone has the capacity to suffer, they matter morally?
Well, yet again, that's like begging the question, right? Because you're still saying like,
No, it's not. You're just avoiding answering.
I already said yes multiple times.
Sorry about that.
So if they matter morally, then exploiting them is immoral when you have options or can go without.
Right, but I'm saying like, what do you base your morality off where it's like necessary
Because
to?
I'm sentient. Do you want to be exploited?
No, but that's me, right?
Why
So
don't
it's
you want to be
subjective.
exploited?
Because I'm a living organism. I don't want myself to be
Exactly.
exploited.
What if you lost your ability to think about complex things? Should we still respect you?
Well, I never like demanded respect anyway. I'm
Can you
saying that,
answer me?
no, like that's
So
my
no one
actual
should
answer.
respect you if you lose your ability to think about complex things. You should be
Yeah,
disrespected.
I don't think it's necessary for
Wow.
you to have
So
respect.
you don't believe in human rights?
Well, I'm asking, is it stance independent?
Do you believe in human rights? Do humans have the inherent right to not be exploited? Yes or no?
I think they have rights, but I don't think
Do
they're
they
inherent.
have the inherent right to not be exploited? Yes or no?
They have the rights, but they're not inherent.
Why not? You think that if we don't
Because
have
there's nothing to
laws,
prove
that
it.
it's more. Stop. You think that if we didn't have legality, that it's moral to exploit someone?
It wouldn't be moral or immoral.
So you think the morality is tied to just legality? So you think slavery was
I never
moral
said
in its
that.
time? You
That's a
just
straw
did.
man.
You literally just said that if we have no law, that it's moral to exploit someone. So when it was legal to enslave someone, it was moral based on your logic right now.
I never said it was moral
You
or
just
immoral.
did. Okay, I'm done talking to this guy. He clearly can't even understand what he's even
Well,
saying.
you just like straw man me like 10 times. Like I just told you what I answered, and you're just like, oh,
I'm sorry, I
you
don't
don't think
talk with peanut brains. The wind, the knocking around of peanuts with the wind, it's too loud.
oh,
I
peanut
can't
brain,
do it.
and you were the one telling me not to use big words, right? So who's the one with the peanut brain?
Is peanut brain a big word?
That wasn't. Nah, I'm not saying peanut brain is a big word. It is pretty long though.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so like I don't know why you're having such a hard time just like ranting that animals feel pain and they have the
No,
interest of-
I already gave that animals feel pain. I'm just saying like, because they feel pain, does that mean that we have to like respect their wishes and keep them alive?
Well, does that matter for children? Does that matter for like to be beaten by their parents and be taken away? Like if their parents beat them because they feel pain? Like isn't that the very reason that we like completely banned child abuse or like a dog abuse?
Well, I think we banned. Yeah. I think we banned those things because it's in our biology, right? We inherently like wish to keep tribal like unity, right? So we don't want to like parents abusing their children because it just
What
isn't good
about
for
dog
tribal
abuse then?
confusion.
Why is that bad?
Well, I think people kind of like extend themselves, like they use empathy, right? So they extend themselves and perceive dogs and things like that, like animals and
So
pets.
why is it
As kind of
why is
extensions
it
of our
reasonable? Why is it reasonable to have empathy for dogs being abused, but it's not reasonable to have empathy for cows to have their throat slit for an optional thing?
Well, I never said it was reasonable. I just said that's how it is, right? The reason why we have those laws
And do you
against pet
think that
abuse.
hold on, I'm asking for a prescription. You're giving a description by simply saying that's what it is. I'm asking
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
what should be, and I was asking what should be. We're not asking for descriptions. We're asking for prescriptions. What do
Yeah,
you,
sure.
Eric, think should happen?
I don't think there should be any laws regarding like either animals.
Okay, I think we're just gonna have a fundamental disagreement here with morality.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to accept we think you're a piece of shit. Have a
All
great
right.
have a great day. Bye bye.
You too.
That's
Wow. What a plum.
yeah. All right, Owen. I think you're gonna be my last person to come up. So let's see what you're about, Owen. Owen,
Hello?
Owen, are you 18 or older?
I'm 19.
Okay, when's your birthday?
2006, December 22nd.
Okay, cool. So, um, oh,
Axel, can you block this comment? This person is being ridiculous and gross.
oh, yeah.
I can't do anything. I reported them, but I can't do anything.
Block account, dude. What the? Didn't this person come in your chat a while ago? Like, I think this person.
No, but I've had similar.
Account. Entire live. Delete.
Oh, no, Jake, I'm so sorry. That sucks.
Here, I'm gonna give you mod abilities. Can I do that? How do I do that? Add moderator. Okay, there you go. I think you're a mod now. And sorry. Spooky is also mod. Also mod. Okay, we should have mods now. That should be no longer an issue. Anyway, Owen. Do you know what veganism is?
You guys said it was like the being against the exploitation of animals.
Correct. And the act behind being against, so like the rejection, right? Because you can't.
Well, wait, I have a question. Like, if you're against the exploitation, but you still harm the animals, are you still a vegan? If it's
No,
like purely.
that's why it's the rejection, right? Because you have to act behind that, like that opinion against it. Because if you simply say, "Oh yeah, I agree with vegans," but you don't really act on it, that's just kind of word service, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice. That's why you're the last person. So the how do you feel about that? How do you feel about animals being unfairly used?
So I think that we should prioritize humans and not animals because
Why?
we are humans and we should care about our own species. Because, I mean, just evolutionarily, like, I think that you should care about your own kind more than
Okay,
animals.
why should we do that to the extent of sensory pleasure?
I think there's a lot more reasons than just sensory pleasure. But also, like, I mean, okay, I guess the reason that you think we shouldn't like exploit animals is because they feel suffering, right?
Okay, so if the only thing is sensory pleasure, right? If we can if we can show that you don't need to be like have the alternative, right, to being vegan. You don't need to have an omnivore diet. You don't need to wear leather. You don't need to have animals in zoos. You don't need to use animals for animal testing. If we can show that to you and enlighten you and all these things, is this something that's going to help like is this something that's going to change your mind about being vegan, or are you just saying that it's beyond sensory pleasure to just be argumentative?
Well, okay,
Because
so first, okay,
yeah, so I kind of just need a yes or no, like
you have.
which one it is. It like, is it the first one or the second one? Like, are you being argumentative, or are you genuinely concerned that we need to use animals?
I think that if you could prove that I could be optimally healthy, uh, without harming any animals, then I would be vegan.
Okay, so I'm gonna just give you a study first. So the American
Can I?
Academy.
Can
Okay,
I? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, and then look up this link right here, animaljustice21.org. So and it's going to help you figure that out. But anyway, the American Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition already states that an appropriate planned plant-based diet is adequate for all stages of life, from lactation, pregnancy, lactation, childhood, adulthood, senior adulthood, and athletes can all be adequate on a plant-based diet. Um, like, there's nothing
If
to suggest that we need to eat from animals.
so,
Uh oh.
if humans did have to eat animals, like to be as healthy as possible, would you?
As healthy as possible is a very vague term. I don't know. I
Let's say, okay, let's say, if you were vegan, you would live for another 30 years, and if you were not vegan, you would live for another 50. Would that compel you to not be vegan?
I probably wouldn't prioritize 30 years to someone else's 30 years. Like, even if they like, my 30 years is not more valuable than somebody else's 30 years. Just
You
for
mean
my
like the
just for my
cows?
yeah, like, just because, yeah, they can live 20 to 40 years. The oldest cow I think was 49 years old. So I don't think that my like for my dietary things, my living an extra 30 years, being from 70 to 100, like, do I really want to live my senior citizenship that much longer to take somebody's whole life away from them? No, I don't think that's justifiable.
So then like it's not about health then. Like
Correct, it's not. And I never
so
made
then
the claim that it was. I just said that if I could show you, is this the thing that is preventing you from being vegan? That's what I was trying to
but
establish.
I just okay, like these claims that you can be optimally healthy with on a vegan diet or whatever, like I think they're very unsubstantiated, and a lot of
The
people that
American
start.
Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition, the largest organization of nutrition scientists in the world, is unsubstantiated.
Yeah, because if you actually look at the methods through which they conduct these studies of if it's healthy or not, I actually read through some of them. Basically, what they do is they take groups of people that say they're vegan, groups of people who say whatever diet, right? And then these people report like health, any like disease or anything over the future years, and then they basically take these and then use epidemiology to like see like how healthy a diet is or whatever, but they don't even track if the people actually stick to the diet.
The
So
American
you tell them
Academy position paper is not based off of this study. What are you
what is it
talking?
based off of?
It's metabolic studies. They get a group of people, have them on a plant based diet for a certain duration of time, and they have people not on a plant-based diet for a certain duration of time see outcomes and then base that off of those studies. Like if you
Do you think the
if again
do
if you
you
just look at the American Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition, you think that the largest organization of nutrition scientists are going to do it off of simple like surveys?
well, that's basically an appeal to authority. Like, I mean, can you tell me how they do it then?
I just told you how they
Because
did it.
okay, do you think the vegan diet is optimally healthy?
Bro, I know it's optimally healthy. I know it you can be optimal health if you're health like you need like again, nutrition science will always suggest that you need nutrients, not ingredients. You can get
So
the
even
nutrients from plants that you need from any food category that you could possibly think of.
so if you think that the vegan diet is optimally healthy, right? Let's say there was a way to get meat and like kill animals and whatever without them feeling any suffering, would you start eating meat?
What is with this hypothetical? I already told you
Because
I don't care about health. That's not my fundamental reason for doing this. I just
no,
told
but
you that I
I understand
know
that.
yeah, you can do this. And I'm asking you if I don't think your true thing is health. I don't think you really care about
No,
health.
it is. I
No,
do
it
care
is
about
not.
health because
No, that's
what
not
is
your
it about
main.
then?
No, that's not your
What do you
main
think it's
concern.
about?
Because if it was your main concern, you would worry about the science. Okay, and the science says every nutrition scientist in the fucking world is going to tell you you need nutrition, you need nutrients, not ingredients. Every fucking nutrition scientist in the world, even the carnivore nutrition scientists, will tell you that. And you can
Well,
get
that's just the bandwagon fallacy, isn't it?
what am I dude, that's science. It's not a bandwagon thing. It's
No, that's
literal
not.
fucking science that we don't.
Owen,
You're
what is
telling me that
science?
these people
What
say
is
this, but
science?
you're not giving me the actual evidence that it's
What
true.
is science?
The research into certain
No,
topics.
it's a process.
Yeah,
It's a
you
process. And it needs to be done over and over again by different individuals, not just one time.
but just because a lot of people come to a conclusion doesn't like you have to actually tell me
So how do you
the
understand the world if you don't go off of someone and other people repeating the same thing over 100 times?
well, you have to look at how they did it, don't you?
Again, how do you understand the world if you're not trusting science?
I no, I do trust science.
Who's
But
the scientist that your basis?
science is not you telling me
Who is the
that certain
who is
people
the scientist that you were following? Because I already told you the American Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition, and the largest organization of scientists based on nutrition. Okay, do you want me to get like if you go on Discord, I can even hook you up with like a nutrition scientist, like he's a dietitian, like he's like in his last year of dietitian like study like uh his PhD to be a dietitian, uh and he can argue about the like actual studies all day long. I'm not gonna have a study battle with you. I'm on fucking TikTok, my guy. How am I even gonna exchange studies? We can't even put links into the side chat. It is ludicrous that you're asking for me to just have a fucking study battle with you. I don't even know you haven't established any claims or any position on anything. You're just trying to say that I am appealing to something when I'm telling you I don't really care about the health. I'm just trying to say that I do know you can be optimally healthy. I know plenty of vegans who are healthy. I look at the studies and that says that it's healthy. I have seen studies that will suggest that we need nutrients, not ingredients. I think that's pretty self explanatory when we understand how our bodies work. Do you really think our bodies are going to say, oh, you know what? This protein came from a meat source. Oh my gosh. plant source protein, gross, throw that out. I don't need that. It comes from a plant. I'm gonna just poop it out, not digest that plant whatsoever. Do you really think that's how our bodies work?
Um,
Oh my god, that
there's
vitamin C
there's
that came
certain
from an orange versus a kiwi. That kiwi that has vitamin C in it, nope, fuck that. I don't want that vitamin C. I want the vitamin C from the orange.
Okay, let me tell you my stance, right? Like when you argue for morality, okay, let's argue about morality, right? Because you guys' point is that um eating meat or being vegan, being not vegan is wrong because of animal suffering, right? But my what I think is like, why do you prioritize the animal's wants and needs over your own?
I don't. My wants? Why would I
Yeah.
prioritize their wants over my wants? Because
Yes.
because I'm not a selfish piece of shit. And my needs,
Why not?
my
But
needs
why
is
shouldn't
different
you?
than my wants. I don't need to I don't need to participate them being enslaved and murdered. And if I did need to, maybe. Me personally, probably not. But, I wouldn't judge somebody else for doing it. But me, probably, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I don't want to live just at the expense of somebody else. That's weird. Like, it's weird for me to kill someone else just so I can live, in my opinion. But anyway, that's just me. I'm not speaking on veganism on that in this prospect. That's just my opinion. However, on my wants front, I don't need to do it. So why do it? I can get tasty food. I can get nice clothes. I can get nice fucking equipment for what I need to do. I can go on fucking bike rides. I go on 80-mile bike rides in fucking a day, like on my YouTube all the time. Fucking go on super fucking long bike rides, ride for 10 hours. I can do all that shit being a vegan. So why not fucking
But
do
then
it?
how do you define needs then? Because the animals don't need to not suffer. They just don't want to suffer.
They don't need. Okay, so what I'm saying they need to do, they need to live.
Why?
Just the same reason that I need to live.
Okay, but the reason, okay, look, because there are no needs, right? Because there's all there is wants, and then needs is just coming from how much you want that. So what I think is,
If okay, bro, I'm gonna close this one. I'm gonna just have you know that I think you're a piece of shit. You're just gonna have to accept it, just like I have to accept that you're a piece of shit. We're gonna move on. Have a great one.
all right, man.
But okay, so Anna,
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing the same thing as the last guy. He kept just circling back to I'm a supreme being and I want the best nutrition available to me.
oh
And it's like
dude,
you can still have that and not use animals.
fucking dude.
But
There's
is it
no
the best? Do I need to care about their suffering? I'm better than them.
dude. There's no such thing as needs, Anna. There's no such thing. We don't need anything. We
But
don't.
are they, what if I do it and they don't suffer?
Oh man. Oh, now you're speaking facts, bro. Dude, babies fresh out of the womb, bro. They're not gonna remember that
They don't know
suffering.
what suffering is.
Yeah, exactly. What's
I'm
up?
hearing we're getting some baby bacon on the grill right now. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Like baby
doesn't
leather,
matter.
dude.
They don't.
Imagine my baby leather booties. Oh my
Oh my
goodness,
gosh.
that would be so cute.
Yeah. So if my man is still in the chat, veganism isn't about limiting or even reducing harm. It's about being against exploitation, and there is harm underneath that umbrella. But it's when you demand it, when you are purposely using someone for your benefit when you could have chose not to.
Yeah.
That's what veganism is.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between incidental harm and exploitative harm. And we
Yeah,
are
exactly.
and we
Like
are
it's like an animal stepping out in front of your car versus you running down an animal with your car.
which most people if not all, are against even incidental harm. Hence, we have freaking like deer signs to not hit deer while we're driving our on like a dark roadway. Like there
Yeah,
you go.
exactly.
There you go. Anyway, so uh Anna, I appreciate the compliments that you were giving me earlier. I know I didn't address them. I feel weird about compliments, but thank you so much.
I'm the same. I'm the same. I feel weird about it too. But just know that, everybody loves each other in this community. So
Yeah,
that's all.
and you did awesome too. Okay, we gotta keep these people on their toes. Like, like I can't believe how fucking condescending and fucking defensive people get. Like, dude, it's just like, oh my goodness, dude.
Well, what really frustrates me is when it's with those people that have been in multiple vegan lives. They're just doing this on purpose to waste our time, and they know
Yeah,
how to pull us around in circles. And that's what gets me because it's like, what are you doing? What are you fighting for? We're trying to defend someone's rights. You're literally trying to get in the way of that. For what? So that you can get your jollies off? Like that's disgusting. Those people disgust me the most because they know what's going on. They are somewhat evil because they know they're causing someone harm they would never tolerate and they still push for it. And not just that, they advocate for it. It's
yeah,
disgusting.
yeah.
So
They
it
weren't
frustrates
even.
me.
And what chaps my ass is they weren't even good at it, man. Like, it's like,
Yeah,
come the fuck
you catch
on,
up the same
appeal
last
to
guy, but
science,
yeah,
appeal to fucking science, dude. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
funniest one.
Appeal to science and bullshit, man. Like, oh my god, my holy book, bro, is the only reliable source. Fuck your science, man. And then fucking the
Scary.
American Academy of Dietetics and Nutrition is like not doing proper studies. They're just taking surveys of people. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
The
Like,
evidence we have that smoking causes cancer is the same type of evidence that we have that eating certain animal products leads to cancer as well. It's the same type of evidence. So if
mhm.
you believe that smoking can lead to cancer, then you should just go read the evidence, I guess, for diet, and you'll be convinced that we should eat plant based because it's the same evidence, same type of evidence. It is epidemiology, but it's because you can't, it's immoral to force someone to do something that might end their life early knowingly. So that's
Right,
why it's hard to like have the double blind kind of studies that people are claiming. So that's why with smoking, it's the same thing. You can't demand that somebody smoke cigarettes. So
right.
that's why we use epidemiology.
Um. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here. We've been doing this for 2 hours now, I think. Yep, 2 hours exactly. Um, it's been a good day. It's been fun, and you're always the gem. It's always fun having you. Uh, uh, make sure to go check out animal or anti-animal use on YouTube and TikTok now that she has to use anti-animal use on her TikTok. It's so sad.
Thank you. No, I actually figured it out. It was your user error. I have this old account that I accidentally made and I had signed into that. So it had like 0 followers, even though it had the same icon. So I thought it was in my original.
Oh,
Yep. It was all just me. I just clicked into the wrong thing. So
oh
everything's
my!
good now.
I am so
But
glad that.
anti-animal use does need, I know, right? I'm very happy too. Anti-animal use though, they do need 45 more followers. Otherwise, we do lose our ability to go live. But yeah, I can go live on VSL still. So yay on that. Thank you.
Um. So yeah, go check out anti-animal use. Go check out vegan stoner lady. Go check out on both on YouTube and on TikTok. Um. Do you want to shout out anyone else?
Everyone go follow Axel on all platforms. Do it now. Go follow his black and white vegan gamer.
I am taking a break from that. I'm gonna find a new game to play because I keep on messing up on the game that I was gonna try to play, and it's just gonna be annoying to figure it out. So I'm gonna take a break on that whole thing. I might even stop trying that because I just think video games is I don't like video games. I was just kind of doing it because people wanted me to play video games, and yeah, it's get frustrating. So we'll see if I find a game that I like enough to play.
Follow Axel regardless of what he's doing. Go follow him. You'll see when he is starting to get active again or whatever he's going to show because he's got a lot of great stuff.
I do have music coming along.
There you go.
Yep, I'm waiting on my album cover, and we're gonna be sending our first release. I'm gonna be making a music video. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome. So anyway, but go follow Anna. She's great. She will always be willing to talk to somebody who isn't vegan. I've never seen her actually turn down a conversation. She's always willing to help people. She's helped so many people go vegan. She's always out on the streets with anti-animal use. Do you have any plans coming up for anti-animal use, doing street outreach?
Not this week, but next week we will be live. We'll probably be doing a live Monday night, and then we'll do street outreach either Friday or Saturday of next week.
Heck yeah. Yeah. So go check out Anti-Animal Use and Vegan Stoner Lady. I'm gonna sign off on TikTok first, talk to YouTube for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head out.
Thanks, Axel.
See ya. Thank you, Anna. Peace out, TikTok. Okay. So that was fun. That was good. That was good. So anyway, to YouTube, what's up, David? So David, you missed a good day yesterday. I got in contact with James Aspie yesterday and Vegan Gains. Vegan Gains is gonna be pairing up with us sometimes in Toronto when I move out there. We're gonna be doing some stuff in, so we'll be doing some stuff. It's gonna be good. It was a good day yesterday. Got to touch base with Vegan Gains. Yeah, I gotta make a video on that because I clipped it. Yeah, so Toronto is coming in October. That's when I'm going to be moving to Toronto, is in mid-October. I don't know the exact date, but that's when it's coming. It's going to be good stuff. I'll talk to you more about that later. Yeah, dude, I'm finally big name. I'm finally there, man. I'm with the big boys now. I mean, not that I wasn't. I mean, you're the big boy. You're a big boy, and I've been talking to you. So I'm just like, yeah, you didn't know that? I'm moving to Toronto in October. It's the official date. We're gonna be I'm gonna be staying with Angela. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm just working out the logistics. I'll be heading to Vancouver in September. So next month, I'll be heading to Vancouver to visit Allison. And then dude, university, I'm so down. Let's go. Yes. Yes, we got so much work to do. So much. It's gonna be a lot of A lot of good stuff coming up. But anyway, I'm excited. I am so excited. I am so happy I got to do stuff with Anna today, though. I want to shout out Anna one more time. I'm so excited that I got to do stuff with Anna today. We finally got TikTok going. I know that it was a lot of bad conversations, no good conversations, but at least we had conversations. I'd rather have bad conversations than zero conversations, so yeah, at least we're getting some conversations there. We can keep this going, and yeah, I'm my throat from the smoke. Do you guys want to? I can't. Can I show you the freaking how bad Utah air is right now? Let's see. I think I'm gonna show you guys. So confirm, close. Uh, so yes, I'm gonna show you guys how bad. And you know what's crazy is Anna's, and I think Anna's air is even worse than mine. Uh, unless she's on the like far west coast, it might not be as bad. But holy cow! So let me see. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. White City. Okay, wait. Um, uh, man, the website is so much harder to navigate. I'm gonna find it. Wind, brightness, UV. Should be right by the UV, shouldn't it? Today, more details. Where's the air quality? Just says poor. Anyway, dude, it is nuts. It's like a 96, I think. Anyway, we'll just go to radar. And then we'll temperature, air quality. There we go. Ha! Found it. So, today, dude, I just saw it. Radar. Weather radar. So yeah, we're at 98 or fuck, 96, which is poor. It's technically poor, but Dude, I'm all for it. And Angela said that she's gonna keep me busy. Anyway, it is fucking terrible weather. Like the smoke is fucking horrible, man. I don't know how I'm going to keep going like this. But yeah, no, I'm so excited to be in Toronto, man. So excited. I know David has been asking me to come to Canada for so long. Like, David was asking me to come to Canada, like, I think the first week that I met him. I kid you not. Oh, yeah, the smoke is just killing my throat. Um, uh, I can't. I can't. But anyway, yeah, funny stuff. David's been asking me to come to Canada. He was wanting to ride bikes, go on runs, go on walks. Yeah, dude, I I can't imagine what Portland is like. It is so much worse than us. We're getting worse every day, and we're gonna be getting worse. Colorado is taking most of our smoke, unfortunately. Utah fire going into Canada with smoke. The wind is just blowing all of our smoke into Colorado. So unfortunate. So Colorado has the worst of the smoke right now, because they have their fires going on and our fire smoke going into their state. Rip. And then Oregon has Washington fires and smoke, and Oregon fires and smoke, and Boise, and freaking like all of Idaho, Oregon, and Washington are in this like cesspool of fire going on, and they're just getting all the smoke. It's crazy. Dude, for real. Bro dates, bro walks is gonna be great. We're gonna be bromancing like crazy. Dave and I have been two peas in a pod, man. Like we just click, you know? We're just like we're like this, man, from day one. Good stuff. At least I feel that way. I feel that way. Honestly, we're gonna get David ordained, man, and David's gonna he's gonna wed us, Allison. It's gonna happen. But anyway, I am gonna yes, Allison and Anna romance. Let's go. We should meet up. Like when I head to Vancouver, Anna, if you can make it to Vancouver, Canada, we'll be there for like all day after the concert. We should meet up if you can. We should all meet up because I'll be visiting Allison on in Vancouver in September 18th is when I leave. I'll get there the 19th. Uh, the concert's the 20th. Um, and then the 21st, I'll be like, we'll just be there all day. Yes, your Doc Martens. Let's go. Uh, That's okay, Anna. No worries. I understand. I get it. Hey, I'm Kent Remy. This channel is about logical thinking, logical fallacies, the hierarchy of evidence, and questioning claims no matter what makes them. Okay? Are you saying that that's what your channel is about? Go to channel. Oh, you commented on my you commented on my you commented on my short earlier. Let's read it out loud. Let's read this comment out loud. Tech Technology is crazy. It gave me an ordinary person the chance. It gave an ordinary person the chance to reach millions of people around the world. I have seen your content and I respect that you are willing to challenge the ideas of most people and never stop to question ideas that most people never stop to question. Sorry. Whether it is animal exploitation, power structures, or injustice, you're trying to get people to ask uncomfortable questions instead of blindly accepting tradition. My goal isn't just to change other people's minds, it is to challenge my own. I have to play devil's advocate, questioning my assumptions and make sure that I am not falling into the same bias of logical traps I criticize. If I stop doing that, I have missed the point. I think that's something we all struggle with. Most people are working long hours, raising families, paying bills, and simply trying to get through the week. When you're exhausted, it's much easier to accept what you're always been told and then rethink deeply held beliefs. That's human. That's why I think conversation like yours matter. Real change rarely begins with laws. It begins when people stop seeing exploitation as normal. Whether you're talking about animals or other humans, or any group treated as a resource rather than an individual, lasting progress starts with changing the way that you think. None of us will change the world, but every honest conversation reaches someone. Every person who starts questioning one assumption may question 10 more. That's how change spreads. You're just one person with a camera. I am just one person watching. But history has always been moved by individuals who are willing to change what everyone else accepted as normal. I hope more people keep doing exactly that. Holy shit, dude. You know what? I gotta give you credit. That's a pretty fucking awesome comment, okay? I agree. I hope you're vegan, though. That's a pretty awesome comment, though. And I do hope you're vegan, and I hope you question that. Look up Animal Justice 21 if you're not vegan. Um, yeah, that was a pretty good comment. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really get good comments from people that I don't know. So, you know, kudos to you, my guy. I definitely agree with that statement that you said. Um, oh, oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Oh, you goat. Okay. Well, well, oh, what a G. Still a very valid comment. Anyway, guys, I love you all. Unless you're not vegan. If you were not vegan, you're a basic ass bitch, which is coming out pretty soon. I don't know the exact date, but once I get my album cover, I will have an exact date of when I'm going to release it. I'm also going to make a music video, which is going to come pretty soon. I don't know if it's going to come after or before it. I don't know yet. I'll decide. But a music video will be coming. And the song, Basic Ass Bitch, BAB for short, is going to be coming. And if you guys haven't heard it yet, well, you missed it. Because I did give a sneak peek on it. So, yeah, I did play it. Some people got to hear it before it was released. They said it was a banger. It got some good reviews. So, we'll see. I don't know yet. They could just be yes men, but you're going to have to listen to it for yourself and tell me if they're yes men or if they, that, you agree with them that it's a banger. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I'm not going to give it too much away, but I think it's pretty good. Anyway, it is a vegan song. So yeah, don't be basic, be vegan. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, wrong thing. But I have to start again. Bye.